Hello everyone, welcome back. Hope you all are doing great. Guys, today we will see modern way to configure WAN-Edge devices. As you know, in today's time we are using SD-WAN software to configure and manage our edge devices. Even more than 75% enterprises are using SD-WAN for centralized management plane and control plane. And one of the best feature of SDN based solution, whether it is SD-WAN or SD-Access, is template based configuration. This is centralized configuration, right? Centralized management. How template based configuration works? In template based configuration, you are going to create template on centralized software, which is we manage in SD-WAN, right? So on vmanage we are going to create a template, and for all repetitive configuration we can have single template, right? And then through modern protocols, management protocols like netconf, we can push the configuration from vmanage software to our devices, to manage devices. What is the benefit is we can configure multiple devices simultaneously, right? There is less chance of error, human error, right? And we can reduce the time, lots of time, because for all repetitive configuration we can have single template, right? So template is nothing but group of configuration or configuration of devices on one centralized software, centralized, you can say, device also. And through modern protocol we can push that on multiple devices simultaneously. And this is my topology. Here you can see in my topology there are four sides: DC side, branch 1, branch 2, and branch 3. In each side there are two types of users: corporate users and guest users. And guys, this is real time scenarios. If I will talk about my personal experience, so I have handled these kinds of scenario many time in the production. This is very common scenario. Everywhere you will find these two types of users, right? Corporate users and guest users. Later you will have requirement to isolate guest user from the corporate user, or guest VPN from the corporate VPN. That's why here you can see in the service side, in each side we have two service VPN, VPN 1 and VPN 2. VPN 1 is corporate VPN, right, for corporate users, and VPN 2 is guest VPN for guest users, right? And we want to configure these routers: DC router, branch 1, branch 2, branch 3, through centralized management vmanage, right? Vmanage is a SD-WAN software through which we can manage, control, configure, monitor our edge devices, right? So here you can see I have four WAN edge devices. So for all four WAN edge devices I will create same template, single template on vmanage, and will push that on all these four devices, right? That is going to be my template based configuration. This is one of the best feature of SDN based solution. Okay, now if I will talk about the service side configuration, so guys, in this topology just I have onboarded all WAN edge devices on vmanage, right? Just I have onboarded these WAN edge devices to vmanage. I have not configured any service VPN on any routers. If I will show you the configuration, let me access branch 1 vs1, branch 1 vs1. If I will show you the configuration here, admin and admin, then you can see so run VPN 1. We don't have VPN 1 here, right? VPN 1 is not created. VPN 2 not created, right? We have only VPN 0, right? For onboarding you need to configure VPN 0, right? You have to configure transport interface properly to make reachability. Then you will install the certificate, and after that you can onboard your managed devices to the vmanage. And in VPN 0, here you can see I have one interface. The interface is G0/0, right? IP address. And then you can see the configuration. I have allowed the netconf protocol so that we can push the configuration, or we can manage this WAN edge device through vmanage. So my devices, WAN edge devices, are on default configuration except VPN 0 configuration. I have only performed VPN 0 configuration here. Rest all the things are on default. And right now my devices are in CLI mode. You know, your WAN edge devices can work in two modes: CLI mode and vmanage mode. right? So right now my all devices are in CLI mode. I'm going to change the mode. I'm going to configure it through template. First, how many templates are required? See guys, if I will show the default configuration, and here I have the access of my vManage, you can see all the WAN-Edge devices are up and online, right, are reachable. Great. Here you can see the control up, right? You can see the WAN connectivity, full WAN connectivity with all the four sides, vBond, vSmart, right, like on the dashboard, whatever information, everything looks fine. If I will take you here to the templates, so here you can see we have two types of template, device template and feature template. But right now we don't have any device template, even we don't have any feature template. I'm going to create template from the scratch. Okay, so template is nothing but the configuration of my device, which can be used for multiple devices. One template can be used for multiple devices. There are two types of template, feature template and device template. So device template is the complete configuration of device, right, which carry or includes complete configuration of your device. For an example, on this VH you can see, if I will show you the configuration, even the default configuration, so run, right? So in the running configuration, here you can see some configurations are on default, like you can see first configuration is system based configuration. So I have performed system based configuration because this is initial configuration, it is required for onboarding, correct? So we need one template for system based configuration here, right? And then we have here AAA configuration, so again we need template for AAA, but I didn't configure AAA on the router even through CLI, so I am going to use default template. Whatever configurations are required on the router, you have to use template for each and every configuration, right? And feature template is same thing, right? Feature template is used to configure one specific feature of device. It can be AAA, it can be system, it can be VPN, it can be interface, right, like that. VPN 0 configuration is one feature template, VPN 1 configuration another template, VPN 2 configuration another template, interface configuration another template, like that. And device template is complete configuration. So for each part of configuration you will create feature template, and then you can combine all feature template in one device template, and you can attach that device template with devices, means you can push that template to devices through protocols like netconf. So how many templates are required here on, let's suppose this VH, only DC VH? So one template is required for system based configuration. Let me write here, one template is required for system based configuration, because and for AAA I can use the default template. I am not going to create any new template here for AAA. Later we'll talk about this also, and later in this same topology we need to configure policies. We will discuss that, right, in another video. In this video, purpose is to understand the template based configuration to manage devices. Okay, so for AAA I'm going to use default template. I will create one template for system configuration. Then see, for username and password, again I will be using default template only because I didn't configure anything. For logging also I will use the default one. For OMP also I have not configured OMP here, right? So default OMP configuration is there. I can use the default template because the default template which is available on your vManage for OMP configuration has exactly same configuration which is on your device, right? Because your device is getting the same configuration by default. This is factory default configuration, right? Factory. So for OMP I will use factory default configuration only. For VPN 0, yes, I have configured VPN 0, so I need to create one template for VPN 0, right? In VPN 0 I have configured this interface G0/0, so I will create one template for G0/0 interface. Then management VPN, for management VPN I can create one template mgmt VPN. That's it. This is my current configuration of devices. What other configuration I want to add here on this VH? See, if I will talk about the complete configuration of this VH1 or in any VH, because see many configurations are similar, like VPN 0. VPN 0 is required on all the WAN-Edge devices. Here I have 4 devices, 4 WAN-Edge devices. In production you can have 50 WAN-Edge devices. configuration is going to be exactly same. Like you will push your template to 4 devices, similarly you can push it to 50 devices, right? So see the common configuration, like guys, VPN 0, VPN 1, VPN 2. These 3 VPNs are required on all the VHs, right? Configuration of G0/0 in VPN 0 is same on all the WAN-Edge devices. So these are my common configuration, right? So I need to create same template can be used to configure all the devices. And if I will talk about the complete configuration of any VH, so here you can see one template is required for VPN 0. I can say template for transport VPN. Let me write here like this. I will get one template to configure transport VPN. One template is required for configuring service VPN, or I can say corporate VPN. One template is required for guest VPN, right? One template is required for management VPN, MGMT VPN. One template is required to configure transport interface, right? The interface which is in VPN 0, transport interface. I can say transport VPN interface, or you can name it like G00, right? Or I can say VPN 0 interface. Okay, then I need one template for VPN 1 interface, right? The interface in VPN 1. I need one template for VPN 2 interface, one template is required for management VPN interface, MGMT interface, right? Is there any other configuration required on my WAN-Edge devices? System is done, transport VPN done, corporate VPN done, guest VPN done, management VPN done, interface G0/0 done, 0/1 done, 0/2 done, and management interface done, right? No any other templates is required for now, right? Later we will add the configuration according to our needs. So let's create a feature template for these all features, right? One feature template for one feature, okay? And then in device template we will combine them together, okay? So let me take you to vManage. Go to vManage, and here is the dashboard. Okay, dashboard looks fine, everything is working properly. Go to setting, configuration tab, and then templates, and under templates I will take you to feature template. Under feature template I am going to add template. For which device you are creating template? I am creating template for VS Cloud. Here you can create template for vManage, for VS Smart, VS 5000, VS 2000, VS 1000, VS 100 WM, VS 100M. For any device you can create the template. For now I am creating feature template for my VS Cloud. And which type of template you want to create? System, to configure system, right? For system wise configuration I will choose template type system, right? Here it is asking for the device type, and here it is asking for the template type. So template type is going to be system, and I can name it system config. In the description also I can use same name. Now what will be the side ID? Now side ID is not fixed, right? You can see side ID is variable. In DC my side ID will be 1, here in branch 1 side ID 2, branch 3 side ID 3, here side ID 4. And in the like for the controllers I think my side ID is 100. I can verify it, right? And you can see my controllers are on the internet somewhere, right? Maybe it is our cloud. On AWS I have deployed my controllers reachable through internet, and all other branch routers are connected with internet. So controllers and my WAN-Edge devices are reachable with each other through public network. That is not our concern. So run, and here you can see the side ID. What is the side ID? 100. Side ID is 100 over here. So in DC I will configure side ID 1 in branch 1, and in the DC even I can verify what side ID is running by default. So run, side ID is 1 only. Great, right? So but side ID is not fixed, it is variable. So what I will say, while creating the template you should ask for side ID. What will be the side ID while pushing the configuration to devices? So see, In side ID, I have multiple options. One is global. Globally, I can configure the side ID, let's say 1. That means whenever you will use this template, it will not ask you for side ID, like what is side ID. It will configure side ID 1 on all the devices, but I don't need this, right? In my case, side ID is different on all the routers, so I will configure side ID device specific, right? That means it is specific to device, so ask me for side ID while pushing the configuration. Okay, then for with what name it should ask you while pushing the configuration? It will ask you system side ID. Is it fine? Yes, it is fine. Or you can rename it system IP. That's it. Now it will ask you with this name, system IP. Sorry, this should be side ID. I'm extremely sorry. Not system IP, side ID. Side ID. Then system IP, for system IP also same, right? So device specific, and it will ask me for system IP. I can say only system IP. I can rename it system IP. Great. Now you can verify it. Great. Overlay ID, we didn't configure these all thing here. Time zone, I can set time zone. Globally, see, time zone is going to be same on all the devices, so globally I can set the time zone, and my time zone is Asia Kolkata. So let me search for that. Asia Kolkata here, right? So globally I have set the time zone because I don't want it to ask me for time zone while pushing the configuration. Time zone is same on all the devices, right? Host name is device specific, so let me say, let me rename the name. Here I am saying host name. That's it. Host name. Great. Then location, no need to configure, nothing. Console baud rate I can set 9600 and nothing else, right? Rest all the things will be on default. I am not changing because through CLI also I did only these configuration. Let me update it. My template is ready to configure system of WAN-Edge devices. Great. Let me create one now, another template to configure what? VPN, transport VPN. So again, my device is going to be VS Cloud, and this time template type is going to be VPN template, right? So VPN, name of your VPN, transport VPN, copy and paste here. VPN ID is going to be 0. Globally it will be same on all the devices. Name, again I can set globally transport VPN. This is my transport VPN, right? These are on default, right? I am only configuring the required thing which I did through CLI. Okay, for DNS I don't have any configuration. For OMP I am leaving it on default, everything on default. Route, yes, one default route is required in VPN, 0. Here you can see even through CLI on vManage, if I will show you VPN 0 configuration, so run or show IP route VPN 0. So you can see in VPN 0, okay, we don't have any route. Default route is not required as my all WAN-Edge devices are directly connected with internet, right? Actually this is, guys, layer 2 device, right? So that's why all the controllers and all the sites WAN-Edge devices are reachable with each other, right? All are in same subnet. So default route is not required in the template. Okay, I can even skip it. Sometime default route is required, then you can add it. For my case it is not required. Service, nothing. GRE, no, nothing. Save it, right? So now I have one template to configure VPN 0. I need template to configure VPN 1, 2 and then interfaces, right? So I can make a duplicate copy of this. Let me say copy and rename it. I can say corporate VPN. Let me copy the name from here. Corporate VPN, name it corporate VPN and corporate VPN. Done. So for corporate VPN, now I can edit it. Go and edit, change the VPN ID. VPN ID of corporate VPN is 1. I can change the name. Name is going to be corporate VPN, right? Anything else required here? No, nothing. No need to add any dot, just update it. Now I need one template to configure guest VPN. So let me again make a duplicate copy of this, and just I am changing the name, guest VPN, and update it. And in the guest VPN I am going to change the VPN ID. That's it. Edit and change the ID. Is going to VPN ID is going to be 2. Name I can say guest VPN, and rest everything is going to be same. Let's update it. Now we are done with system based configuration, transport VPN configuration, corporate VPN, and guest VPN. Now let me configure management VPN. Again I am going to make a duplicate copy of this, and I will change the name. Let me say management VPN, MGMT VPN, copy, paste. And in the management VPN I am going to set the VPN ID 512 and name also I can edit it, MGMT VPN, right? And let me update it. Done. Now we need one template to configure VPN 0 interface. VPN 0 interface is G0/0, G0/0. Let me create one template. Let's select the device VS Cloud, and VPN 10 is going to be VPN interface, right? So VPN interface Ethernet. Let's name it. Name of this VPN is going to be VPN 0 interface, VPN 0 interface, and port should be no shut globally, shutdown no, and interface name interface is going to be GE0/0, G0/0, and description here I can configure globally connected to internet, connected to internet, right? You can skip it as well. IP address, how you want to configure IP, static or dynamic? I want to configure IP statically, right? And it should be device specific, and it should ask for what? VPN 0 interface IP. It is like that. Okay, good. Now IP address is static. Whether we can configure DHCP also, it can get IP address from the DHCP automatically. Okay, but let's configure IP address statically. Then secondary not required on G0/0. On the internet interface, even you can verify the configuration through CLI on the VH. So run VPN 0. In VPN 0, here you can see we have this interface G0/0. I have configured this IP address here, and for IPv6 it is DHCP client. Then this interface should be tunnel interface. Encapsulation protocol is going to be IPsec. Color is going to be biz internet. Allow service all, allow service BGP. Okay, so these are the configuration. Let me configure the tunnel interface globally. This will be the tunnel interface on, and color is not default globally. Let me set biz internet here. Color is going to be my biz internet. Restriction, you can configure the restriction as well, but in this case restriction is not required because we have only one transport, internet transport. Okay, so control connection, okay, we want allow service all. Let me allow all the services globally. BGP, leave these all on default. Go to advanced and configure the encapsulation protocol IPsec. Encapsulation GRE IPsec is on. You can see by default. Great. IPsec reference, we are not changing any attribute. Okay, now everything looks fine. I have allowed all the services. I also need to allow netconf on. I also need to allow SSH globally on, right? So now you can see for G0/0 configuration is done. I am not going to enable NAT for now, nothing else, right? Everything looks fine. TLOC extension, we'll see those all things later, right? Okay, let me update this template. This is my template to configure VPN 0 interface, means G0/0. Let me make a duplicate copy of this to configure VPN 1 interface. Okay, let me copy, duplicate copy, and let me rename it, copy, and let me edit VPN 1 interface. First of all, I will change the interface ID. Interface ID is going to be G0/1. You can see in the topology. In VPN 1, we have G0/1 interface. One minute. Okay, 0/1 interface. Here I can say connected to corporate VPN, connected to corporate or corporate VPN or corporate user VPN, and IP address is going to be a static, that is fine, but this interface should not be the tunnel interface. Globally I can turn it off, NAT, nothing else, right? Rest all the configuration is going to be saved. Let me update it. Now let me make a duplicate copy of VPN 1 interface for VPN 2 interface. Let me change the name here, VPN 2 interface, VPN 2 interface, copy, and let me edit VPN 2 interface template, feature template, edit. Here interface is going to be G0/2. You can see 0/2, and it is connected to guest VPN. Guest VPN, description, IP address will be a static. Rest all the things are going to be exactly same. Just update it. Now I need one template for management VPN. I can make one duplicate copy of this for management VPN. Management MGMT interface, copy and paste in the description, copy it, and let me edit it, management interface. The interface is going to be ETH0. ETH0 description can be connected to management MGMT, and IP address here I can configure dynamic, right, through DHCP. It is like I am not going to configure management interface, by the way, that's why I have said DHCP. Okay, let me update it. Now you can see we have a template for all these configuration, right? All these to configure these all features on WAN-Edge devices. Now I need to combine these all template into device template. So let me take you to the device template. Let me create one template, and this time see we have two options to create device template. Through two ways you can create device template. One, through CLI, you can simply write the command, or through feature template. So I am going to create device template through my feature template, right, based on feature template. So create device template from feature template, and now it is asking for the device. For which device? For VS Cloud. For VS Cloud, and the name of your template is going to be VEdge device config. Okay, name, and in the description also I'm going to use same. Done. Now for the system, you can see by default template is factory default. If you will apply this feature, this device template on the devices, then your device will boot up with default configuration again, right? Like it will get disconnected because IP address will be not there. Because right now you can see for system, for any feature, for VPN 0, default template is attached. Even you can check the default templates, like for an example, if I'm going to create it right now, I have created, and you can see the default, what is the configuration in default template. Here view, you can see for system we have factory default system configuration template, and here 192.168.1.1.231. If I will show you the default feature template, so by default feature template is already created on your vManage. Just a minute, it's loading. Or here I can show you, like go to template, in the feature template, here you can see we can select the template type, right? This is non-default which we have created. If you will create on default, then it will show you the default factory default configuration template, and these templates are by default attached in your device template. So we need to change some feature template from my device template. Like here you can see for system we have one system factory system configuration. If I'm going to search with system, let's say, or system like this, somewhere you will find the factory default template to config to perform system wise configuration here, right? For each type of configuration you can find here in the list. Okay, but if you want to see your non-default means which you have created, so here are those templates. Okay, now let me take you to the device template. This is my template which I have created. Now I'm going to edit it, and I am going to replace some feature template here. Like for system, I am not going to use the factory default. I am going to use my system config template which I have created. For logging, let's use the default one only, right? If you will remove it, see, even we don't have option to remove the default feature template, right? For AAA I'm using default, for OMP I'm using default, for BFD I'm using default, for security I'm using default, for transport VPN, again for VPN 0 I am going to replace this template. I am going to add transport VPN which I have created. In VPN 0 I have one VPN interface. Let me add that feature template, VPN 0 interface template, and in VPN 0 we don't have any other configuration, you can see. Okay, now here in management VPN we have one template, management VPN template, and let me add the management interface as well here. Not here, here management interface in management VPN. So let me add MGMT interface, management interface. For service VPN, again I have one template. Let me add that. In service VPN I have two templates, right? Two VPN. So from here you can add the VPN. Like service VPN, here I can add. Now you can see I have two service VPN, right? Here I can call VPN 1 corporate VPN, here I can call guest VPN. In corporate VPN I have one interface, right? Which interface? Corporate interface, means VPN 1 interface. And in guest user VPN, like in service VPN 2, I am going to add one VPN interface, and here I will call VPN 2 interface. Done. Is there any other template required? No, I am not running any routing protocol and those all things, right? So leave it on default. Then for additional, for banner we don't have any template for now. For policy, SNMP, security, no, we don't have any template for these configuration. That's it. Let me update this device template, and now my device template is ready. Now I can push it to my WAN-Edge devices, right? So right now you can see attached device is 0. This template is not attached with any device. And how many feature templates are attached in this device template? 14 feature templates, right? Created by admin at this time. Now let's click on this gear button and attach devices, right? From here you can select the device where you want to attach. I want to attach it to the VBond. No. To VS1. Yes, I want to attach it to VS1, not VS2, VS3, VS4. I want to attach it on all the V edges. Okay, so I have selected the WAN-Edge devices, and let me click on attached. And here I need to fill the variable information. Like for 4.4.4, 4.4.4 is my DCVH, right? For DCVH, here you have the CLI option, CLI access. From here you can fill the information, like it is asking for IPv4 address of VPN 0 interface. In VPN 0 interface, what is the IP address? IP address in VPN 0 interface is, here you can check, so run VPN 0. My IP address is this one, 192.168.1.234. Let me paste it. Right here I need to configure 35. I will change it to 35. For 7.7.7, no, for 7.7.7 it is going to be 6. For it is going to be 7, sorry. For 5.5.5 it is going to be 5.5, and here it is going to be 6.6. 236, right? So for 4.4.4 my IP address is going to be 1.234. For 5.5.5 it is going to be 1.235. For 6 236. For 7 237. Even you can verify we have the same configuration. Now it is asking for what? It is asking for IPv4 VPN 0 IP. Sorry, it is asking twice. Oh, one mistake is there, guys. Let me cancel it and let me take you to the feature template. See, in feature template, in all the VPN you have just make a duplicate copy of VPN 0, right? But you didn't change the name, right, of variable. Like go to corporate VPN, sorry, in VPN 1 interface. Let me click on edit, and here if you will see, for IP address it is going to ask you for this VPN 0 IP address. It should ask for VPN 1 interface IP address. Let me update. Now it is fine. Let me update VPN 1. Similarly for VPN 2, for VPN 2 interface, let me edit and let me change the name. Name over here is going to be VPN 2 interface IP. Great. Now let me update it. Right, go to device template. Again I am going to say attach devices and select the device 3.3, 4.4, 5.5, 6.6, 7.7.7 and attach. Sorry, not 3.3.3. Let me cancel it. Remove it, or I can reattach it if we don't have option. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it. And let's fill the variable information here. For 4.4.4 192.168.1. What was the IP? 234. So 234/24. For 5.5.5 it is going to be 192.168.1.235/24. It is asking for VPN 2 interface IP, not VPN 0. Extremely sorry. Here VPN 2 interface will have IP what? VPN 2 interface 172.16.10.1, 172.16.10.1/24. Sorry. Okay. And here it is asking for VPN 1 interface IP address. It is going to be 192.168.10.1. Let me say 192.168.10.1/24. Then VPN 0 interface IP address 192.168.1.234/24. It is asking host name. Host name is going to be VH1, and system IP. System IP is going to be what? 4.4.4, and site ID is 1. Great. Based on this, I will configure other sites as well. 5.5.5 will have IP 172.16.10. Not 10, I think 1. For 5.5.5 it is going to be 2.1. 2.1. Okay, so 2.1/24. for 5.5.5, and 192.168.2.1/24, the VPN 1 interface IP address. Then VPN 0 interface IP address is going to be 192.168.1.235/24. VH host name is going to be VH2, and system IP is going to be 5.5.5. Site ID is going to be 2. For 6.6.6 system IP will be 6.6.6.6. Site ID is going to be 3. For 7.7.7 system IP 7.7.7, and site ID is going to be 4. And here we need to fill this these information IP addresses. In VPN 2 interface for 6.6.6 is going to be 172.16.3.1/24, and VPN 1 interface IP address is going to be 192.168.3.1/24, and internet interface IP address is going to be 192.168.1.236/24. Great. Now rest all the things are correct. Let me verify it. Host name is going to be vh3, and here vh4. Now for 6.6.6 done. For 7.7.7 my IP address in VPN 2 is going to be 172.16.4.1/24. even you can verify it in the topology. Here you can see 4.1 in VPN 2 on 7.7.7. okay, then VPN 1 interface IP address is going to be 192.168.4.1/24. you can again verify it, 4.1 here in VPN 1 on 7.7.7 on VS4. then internet interface IP address is going to be 192.168.1.237/24. okay, 237. even we can check it through CLI once on 7.7.7, means on VS4 admin and so run VPN 1. here you can see so run VPN 0, and you can see the IP address is 1.237. very good, correct. So we have defined all the variable fields. now I am going to attach it with devices. click next here, and 5.5.5 vs2 already being used. okay, 5.5.5. okay, this one. okay, save it. 5.5.5 to 192.168.234.567. correct. here it is fine. where is the issue in IP on 5.5.5 2.1 2.1. okay, VH2 side ID 2. it is asking for the duplicate system IP address. on system IP address, duplicate system IP address, system IP 5.5.5.6.7.4. no, it's looks unique. Here it is creating issue because of cache memory. by the way, you can see here system IP is unique only, right? but because of previous configuration it is creating issue. here I can give .6. let me check now. next, again it is giving me the error between VH2. okay, VH2 is this one, this chassis number 80 VH2. great. and 7b6.6.6 this it's here. we can do one thing then. because of cache, if it is creating issue, we can change. either you can clear the cache, or here you can change the system IP. for now let me set 5.5.5. sorry, it is 2 system IP 5.5. I am saying 2, let's say. and now let me try with next. now it has taken. you can see here we can see the difference in config, your previous configuration and current configuration side by side. so you can see this is your previous configuration left side, and right side the new configuration. so here we have configured the description. earlier there was no VPN 1 configuration, but we have added VPN 1 and VPN 2 configuration. management VPN configuration, you can see the difference, right? now okay, let me configure the devices. let me say okay and configure devices. it will start pushing the configuration. you can see checking starting checks, right? Validating if devices scheduled for template push are active or not. If all the devices are online and active, it can push the configuration, and later you can change the system IP on VH2. Okay, after pushing this configuration, just wait. Let's complete this process. Now you can see template successfully pushes to 4 7 4.4.4 7.7.7 6.6.6, and now it is pushing to 5.5.5, and maybe because of system IP it will get issue here. So we'll see if it is not able to push the configuration on 5.5.5. pushing configuration, just wait. But for other devices like VS1, you can check here. Now you will have VPN1 configuration, so run VPN1 and you can see the VPN1 configuration, right? And so IP route VPN1. In VPN1 you can see routing table, right? We are learning 192.168.2.0 VPN1 route of branch 1, 3.0 VPN1 route of branch 2, and 4.0 VPN1 route of branch 3. These prefixes are coming through OMP protocol and they all can communicate as well. It is still under process, so we'll wait for some time. Until then, in VPN1 we can verify the communication. From here, if I am going to ping 192.168 dot or ping in VPN1, ping VPN1 and 192.168.2.1, so you can see reachability is there, ping is working, right? So here still issue is what? All the VPN1 users in all the sites and VPN2 guest users are able to communicate, because you know by default SD-WAN create full mesh topology, right? Here we need to isolate VPN2 from VPN1 now, and we want guest user should have internet access only, should not have inter-site reachability, right? How we can like limit the connectivity in VPN2 for guest user, that we will discuss in next video. Okay, for now all the sites in VPN1 and 2 are able to communicate with each other, and this way you can configure all your devices. You can see successfully we have pushed the configuration on all the devices. Okay, and on all the devices you can verify the VPN and reachability ping will work. Even through vmanage you can verify the connectivity. Go to dashboard and access any VS1, let's say DC VS1 4.4.4, go to real time, and from here in the troubleshooting section you can trace route, you can ping, let me ping ICMP with in which we destination is going to 192.168.2.1, the IP address of branch 1 from DC in VPN1, and source is going to be G0/1 interface ICMP packet. Let me ping, and you can see ping is successful. You can see I'm getting the reply message here, right? You can measure the delay and those all things. We'll see the verification and other configuration in next video. Hope today template based configuration is clear to you, how we can configure multiple WAN-Edge devices through templates. And guys, if you want to master the SD-WAN technology, everything from 0 to advanced, right, with multiple real-time scenarios, this is very small and simple topology. But if I will talk about the production scenarios, you will have complex topologies. So if you want to learn everything, then check my upcoming SD-WAN live course. Register yourself for that course. We will meet live, and through live classes we will master each and every scenario from 0 to advanced level. Thank you. That's all for today. Hope the video was helpful for you. If yes, please hit on like button, and don't forget to share your feedback in the comment section. Thank you. We'll meet soon in next video. Till then, stay safe. Bye bye guys.